Welcome to the Nitpicking Nerds.
In this episode, we're going over some hot takes on the Commander Banlist announcement.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy, and if you're looking to keep up on our ranking every Commander project, you better hit subscribe because the entire list just changed.
And besides, you want to be subscribed to our channel because our subscribers are 10% less likely to get banned.
Disclaimer, the Nitpicking Nerd is going to guarantee that you will not get banned. Is that true?
100% true.
100% true. Okay, well, if you didn't know, there were 3 changes to the Commander ban list. There was 1 unbanning and 2 bannings. Painter Servant is no longer banned, and Iona, Shield of Emeria, and Paradox Engine are banned. Actually, banned.
They are banned.
Banhammer.
That's
You'll never see it again.
Well, probably not. We're probably never going to return that ban hammer back to the... And also, bannings don't happen very often in Commander TV.
It took 2 years to ban Paradox Engine, and I don't think it should be... Okay, let's get into how we think about the...
What do we think?
So, well, first of all, Sheldon Menery posted a new Commander philosophy that's kind of going over what it takes to ban a card. And he was saying cards that do the following are cards they look at to ban. Cards that do multiples, or they do some very intensely. Let's read them really quick, shall we?
Okay.
We'll alternate. You can do the first one.
Yeah, and as we read them, why don't we mention cards that we think do these things?
We could.
Causes severe resource imbalances.
Every card you build around.
Well, how about Soul Ring and Mana Crypt? How about they do that on turn 1?
Well, first of all, this entire little bullet point makes no sense because the whole point of playing Magic and winning is causing a severe resource imbalance. Oh, I have infinite mana, I win. Oh, I have 30 creatures, I win. I have my lands produce double and yours produce half, I win.
Yep.
That's just really confusing. I don't really get that one. The next one, allow players to win out of nowhere. Well, one of my favorite cards in the format is Protean Hulk.
Tooth and Nail.
Right. Those are the only purposes of those 2 cards.
Tooth
and Nail can fetch any sort of 2-card combo that you want with creatures. Deadeye, Peregrine Drake, Kiki Jiki, Zealous Conscripts, Protean Hulk, and a sack outlet. And then Protean Hulk is a 1-card win condition. All you need to do is kill it, and you win out of nowhere. Shoutouts to Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Right. So
nowhere.
Clearly this isn't a positive video. Sort of. We have some problems. Next one.
Prevent players from contributing to the game in a meaningful way.
I will say that Iona did that.
Iona
She's got it here.
She very much did that. Iona did prevent a lot of fun, so I could see.
We totally agree with that ban because the sole function of that card is to stop Magic from being played, and Commander is a fun format.
Yep. Read the next one.
Cause other players to feel they must play certain cards, even though they are also problematic. I don't even know what this is referring to.
I would need something to be a specific example. I can't even come up with one off the top of my head.
I can't think of anything for Iona or Paradox Engine.
No, I can't.
You have to play Nature's Claim, but that's a good card.
It's the only thing I can think of that comes up is a lot of people play Cyclonic Rift, so you have to play Teferi's Protection, but that card's not permaback in itself.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Are very difficult for other players to interact with, especially if doing so requires dedicated, narrow responses when deck building.
This fits my least favorite card in Commander, Emrakul, the Promised End, perfectly.
Oh yeah!
You can't. It's a trigger that goes on the stack.
You have to stifle it or disallow it, or some form of It's a triggered ability you have to counter, otherwise you're screwed. And that card is literally 0 fun.
And it also prevents players from playing Magic. And it also creates a huge imbalance in resources.
Oh, yeah. It's so brutal.
According to this list, they should ban Emrakul, the Promised End.
We'll get to what they should ban. But interact poorly with the multiplayer nature of the format or the specific rules of Commander.
I don't know what
this sounds like it's referring to, if you take 7 turns, that interacts poorly with the fact that you have 3 other people sitting there? Or do they mean, something takes advantage of Commander damage, if there was a 10-10 with Infect? I don't actually know really what this one means.
I also have no clue. I don't, again, it sounds like it doesn't actually mean anything unless they give an example, which they didn't.
Right, they didn't in this post. What's the last one?
The last one is leads to repetitive gameplay.
There's about 2,000 cards that do this. They're called tutors.
Yeah, tutors lead to repetitive gameplay. If you want to reduce repetitive gameplay, then you need to remove tutors from the format.
But here's the thing. You cannot do that. You just can't. You can't ban all tutors. There's no way.
They could.
Where do you stop?
I mean, you probably
ban Gamble?
Probably.
Do you ban Mystical Tutor? Lighten Tutor?
Yes.
Everything. So anything that has to search your library. Do you ban Trinket Mage?
No.
Why not? What's the difference between Trinket Mage and a Latent Tutor?
I mean, there's a huge
You ban
difference.
Idyllic Tutor? Searches for an artifact or enchantment?
Yes.
Okay, so Fabricate? Searches for an artifact.
That's a tough one.
That's what you can't ban tutors, I don't think, because first of all, it's micromanaging this format that is for fun and that people love to play with.
Okay, let's go over the 3 bans. We can ramble on and on about this ridiculous.
We might. Painter Servant. This card is basically, as far as I'm concerned, it's harmless. It's going to have no effect on the format.
We were thinking the only reason it might be banned is because of Iona. Maybe that was their thought process.
They flip-flop them, that's fine. Painter Servant is way cooler.
So the best combo with Painter Servant and Iona, if they're both in the format, is Tooth and Nail. Ban that card.
That's the best card. That's how you get them
You
both.
just cast Tooth and Nail, then you get Iona and Painter Servant, and you lock everyone out of the game.
I don't understand what the problem with 2-card combos is. There's a million. There's literally like hundreds of thousands of 2-card combos that either win or push you so far ahead it doesn't even matter.
There's a lot of them. I mean, Iona's no fun.
Should we ban Doubling Season because you can win the game with any number of Planeswalkers? No, we don't have that banned. Ice-Crown Scepter and Dramatic Reversal, they refuse to touch that.
Yeah, I think
they touched a random different offshoot of that.
So next one, Iona, Shield of Emeria.
Like we said, it only prevents fun. It can only make things less fun, basically.
This card I'm fine with being banned. It doesn't even matter. Like, I personally don't think this card is good in the format.
No, I don't think it's very good either. But like, I understand if you want to play a red deck and they go, name red. It's like you literally can't do anything.
Yeah, and I agree with this. This is the perfect example of a card that actually fits what they were saying. Where
yeah, it's like splash damage where it's like, well, Timmy wants to play his mono red deck. There's literally nothing wrong with a mono red deck. Why should he just get absolutely savaged by this random card? That can be your commander.
Iona could have been your commander. I forgot.
That's why I said the whole commander list, all the commanders ranked are changing.
Ew.
Everything above Iona is about to go up, or everything below her is about to go up in rank.
Yes, that's true.
Banned. Okay, and the last one, Paradox Engine. Do we agree with this ban? It seems like we might not.
Oh, we absolutely do not agree with this ban. We couldn't agree with it last.
I think it was an oopsie. What does it fit? The only thing it would ever fit is taking long Paradox Engine turns. But replace that with anything. I have that one Jake's deck I play. It takes forever with Nexus of Fate, looping that card. What's the difference?
There's not a huge difference.
I mean, in terms of time, like players can play as slow or as fast as they want to. With any Magic card, it's really confusing.
I've never
because
seen
Paradox Engine. Who is that oppressing? It's in a bunch of the decks we play against, and it's just nothing because. Oh, I'm worried about Paradox Engine. Nature's Claim. I'm playing Nature's Claim. I'm playing Counterspells. I'm playing. Like, I don't even. This is just blows my mind a little bit. I'm not even complaining as much as it's just like, how are we not touching some of the other cards? And we touch this one?
It's like, so if there was such a good post, on
Twitter, somebody added like Command Zone or Josh Lee Kwai. They can pull that tweet up here, but it said something like, it feels like with this ban that they're trying to force us to play the format they want.
The format how they want it played.
Right. Which is like, Commander is casual. You're not supposed to go crazy with it, or like you're not supposed to break it. It's more fun if you're just smashing 4/4s into 3/4s or something.
Yeah, but it's like that's arbitrary. It's like everyone has different levels of fun, and like there is different ways to play Commander. Like the fact is, CEDH is its own format separate.
People love making the strongest deck possible.
And that's
how we play. We don't play competitive, but we make like really strong decks because it's more fun.
Yeah, and the fact
I want to be able to also. I can't really play Commander and have fun if I can't answer threats. So I play answers to threats. It feels really bizarre that they're trying to ban this threat that requires so much build around.
A 5-mana do nothing by itself. Because the card doesn't do anything.
It does not go in every deck. Seriously, some people were saying that it does not go in every deck.
It doesn't fit in most decks, I would say.
People were saying you can combo off in response to removal. I don't even know what that would be.
I don't know how you do that either.
That's really confusing to me also.
I just don't think it's that insane. In fact, is
this because the other thing I was thinking, is this because of Urza? Because that is such a reaction in the wrong direction that I don't think Urza has any effect on this card at all.
No.
It's just really bizarre. We're not fans of it. Honestly, we think we should probably just pass control over the ban list to Wizards. They make product for it. They can print cards into the format that answer things. Teferi's Protection is like their response to Rift becoming so popular.
Yeah, exactly. And Wizards...
They have data. They can use database bans instead of, somebody said on Twitter, feelings-based bans.
They're definitely feelings-based. This is definitely, like... the simple fact is, there's nothing like, even that description. This is our description of what we don't want to happen in the format. But
I'm
why?
not really sure what.
You don't get to tell us what. Like, I understand that it is the alternative casual format.
Right.
That doesn't mean
Let's ban Sway of the Stars because literally restarting the game is stupid, and it's antithetical to playing the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, let's ban Worldfire because
it completely destroys the
game,
integrity of a casual game.
Then the game just completely goes to, everyone goes to 1 and the game starts from a new point. It's like, that's not fun.
No, that's like those cards that are just nothing.
It's like, that's the kind of cards that you can ban because they literally go against the idea of fun.
Right, they're almost, in a sense, not Magic cards when you're playing Commander.
I agree 100%.
So that's, and like, those are the cards that are banned. And then everything else, especially when they unban Protean Hulk, I'm like, okay, everything is fair game. You can be able to do whatever you want. Because if you're building this crazy competitive deck, just talk to your friends and they'll either tune up or you can tune down if you want to like have the same amount of fun.
Yeah, like the thing is, Commander always ends up breaking into play groups. If you play with randoms, it's not the most fun. I mean,
this is what's weird is because they always say we're banning and doing XYZ, and you don't have to adhere to these ban rules, but you really do. This is the ban list. You actually just have to adhere to it. I don't know what anyone's talking about when they say you can't. If you want to play with people who are not your closest group of 3 friends, and you want to play with anybody else, you just can't have Paradox Engine in your deck. It's just banned.
Yeah, it's just not illegal.
That's not fair. You just can't go around with that. Or you have to like say, guys, can I play with Paradox Engine? And they would have to say like, yeah, sure. And then what a weird way to play.
You also walk around with a Paradox Engine deck that isn't technically legal in Commander.
And people just I wouldn't even want to play, even if we have a group of 4 people that play regularly, but I wouldn't want to play with it. It's just banned, and I'm not going to say that's stupid. Yeah. I'm just going to adhere to the ban list because it's just the simplest, easiest way to do it. So
as much as I don't like the rules committee, I'm going to follow their rules because that's the rules that Wizards is going by.
Yeah, exactly.
So until I don't want that to be the rules. I don't want that to be how it's set. I don't think Paradox Engine should be banned, but I can't go against it.
Right. That's just how we feel. I mean, we're not even trying to change it. We're just confused. I guess the main point of this video, the main takeaway is we're confused by this ban. We think if you want to ban Paradox Engine, there's about 5 or 6 cards that are worse.
So many that are worse.
Yeah, and let us know what you think in the comments. And this video was brought to you by all our patrons, who we love dearly.
Yes. We love every single one of you. You guys are the best.
We wanted this to be a quick one.
If you want to be one of them, head over to
patreon.com/user/nitpicking nerds.
And you can support us as well. This was just a quick video. Want to let you know what we thought. Peace out, Tribe Scout.